So, for today's movie review, I'll be reviewing the movie The 7th Voyage of Sinbad, one of the 3 Sinbad movies from the early 70s, I guess, in which Ray Harryhausen worked on. So, the main premise of this Sinbad movie is Sinbad is about to marry this princess, and they encounter this evil sorcerer who puts a curse on the princess, and now she's like 2 inches tall, and Sinbad and his crew have to find a way to make her big again while fighting off the evil sorcerer and the monstrous inhabitants of his island. You know, pretty standard stuff for a movie of this caliber. Now, in terms of what I liked about this movie, with most movies of this caliber, it typically took about 45 minutes to an hour to reach to the island and fight the monsters. This movie doesn't fuck around. Sinbad and his crew reach the island in like 10 minutes, and they're already fighting the Cyclops. And from there, the action just keeps building. Another thing I liked about this movie were the special effects, because stop motion is cool. And also, you have Ray Harryhausen working the special effects, so you can't go wrong there. Also, the creatures they encounter are very unique, because they encounter a dragon, a 2-headed rock, a snake lady, and probably the most recognizable movie Cyclops ever. Seriously, name 5 movie Cyclopses that are not the one featured in this movie. None, right? You can probably name like 20 movie vampires, but not enough movie Cyclopses. Because this one's got like goat legs and a horn. Who would have thought of that? And the musical or score or the soundtrack is epic. Now, in terms of what I disliked about it, there wasn't really too much for me to dislike about it, but if I had to give some complaints, the movie gets pretty corny from time to time. Another problem I had with it was the genie subplot. I didn't see that coming, but at the same time, I thought it was irrelevant to the film. And even though there's a lot going on, it does slow down when they're not on the island. And near the end of the movie, you figure out that the sorcerer has the pet dragon. The thing's chained up. And yet, when Sinbad frees the dragon so it could fight one of the Cyclopses, the sorcerer comes in contact with the dragon, and he commands the dragon to go after Sinbad and his crew. I'm just sitting there just like, wait, so you had the thing under your control this entire time, yet why was it fucking chained up? Like, I do not understand that at all. And yeah, that's really about it for dislikes of the movie. As for the characters, like I said about the plot earlier, the characters themselves are pretty standard. You got Sinbad, who's your typical hero. The princess, who's your typical damsel in distress. But the thing I liked about the princess in this movie was that she had a carefree attitude about her, and had a very cool interaction with Sinbad. Then you got Sinbad's first mate, who's a cool motherfucker. The evil sorcerer of the movie, pretty much, if I had to compare him, he's kind of like Jafar, where he starts out as friendly, but then he becomes very power-hungry and greedy and basically wants to start war between Sinbad and the princess's family, but fails, and basically just that's when shit happens. Standard evil sorcerer stuff. Then you got the genie. He's a child, and he just basically wants to be free. You know, standard character stuff. Now, as for my final verdict of this movie, if you're a fan of Ray Harryhausen movies, I recommend it. Or if you feel like watching an old school monster movie, be my guest. Although I think some people may be turned off by the old school effects and how corny it can be from time to time. But overall, it's a pretty good movie, so before I give my final rating, what does everyone else have to say about The 7th Voyage of Sinbad? It looked like people generally liked it. So, for my final rating of The 7th Voyage of Sinbad, I give it a 4 out of 5. So, favorite Sinbad movie, and see you later.